Rage Nation, it's Kimber Shaper here with Rage in the Cage, Oklahoma, and it is that time again. Rage in the Cage 92 is just around the corner, and I do want to mention we are at Python Martial Arts here in Oklahoma City, just right off of Northwest Expressway, and what a great gym Stephanie and Diego have put together, and I forgot to even mention this in Stephanie's interview, so I'm making up for it now, but if you are looking for a home gym, definitely try this place out. It is such a cute little place, and I know that they do great things here. So I'm going to interview the person that's standing here beside me, and I always am afraid to butcher his name. So Romelo Botello?
Yeah, that's good enough.
That's good enough.
Yeah, Romelo Botello.
Okay. I don't know why I have a hard time with that. I love your name. I love saying it. I just don't say it right.
I love hearing it. The more people say it, the better it is for me, to be honest.
So I absolutely love your personality.
Thank you.
And personality is really important to me because if somebody has a great personality like you, then I remember them. And you just quickly become a favorite to me because people that are my favorite are the ones that I can remember. So even though I butcher your name, just know that
I'll be a favorite to the world one day.
Sounds good. He told me I can call him Rome, but I tried anyway to say his name. But so I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you fighting for Rage in the Cage.
Thank you for giving me the chance.
And being here alongside me as we continue on Mike's memory and, you know, what he laid such a great, strong foundation for us to continue. So so you made your debut
on one of his fights.
Yeah, on one of his cards, Rage in the Cage. I can't remember what number that was.
84, I think.
But people will remember this when I say it. You pretty much KO'd yourself on the way into the cage.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I taught myself a good lesson.
So tell me how that happened.
Well, it honestly happened because, you know, honestly, I believe it's every fighter's biggest flaw is our arrogance, you know, and more than anything, I was like a little kid at a toy store. To me, I love everything about martial arts and fighting. I love coming to the fights. I love coming to the interviews. I love training. If I could dedicate and have the money to train and dedicate my whole life all day to martial arts and everything about it, I would. You know, that's why hopefully, peace people, hopefully you show some love for me and later on get famous for this because I love it. I love going in and I love, like on that one, oh, sorry, I got off topic, but on that one, yeah, pretty much I was excited and I was going to do a fight before that, but it got canceled due to bad health problems. But when I went to that one, they gave me a chance to go in the ring and try it. And I assumed, I don't know why, but I assumed all rings were exactly the same. And that one, the top of it was open. And the cage was a lot taller. So I went in there thinking I'm bad, doing this, doing that. And then I go into the Rage in the Cage. I was so nervous, to be honest. It was just my first fight. It felt just like when I was a child going to my Taekwondo tournaments. And as I walked in there, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna look cool. And I jumped, bam, hit it hard, like stone. That hurt so bad. I tried to fake the funk, but it wasn't no faking.
Yeah. No.
My opponent took advantage of it. And honestly, I have nothing against him. A great guy, great fighter. And he did good because let me tell you, you know, I respect that 100% because every fighter that goes into the ring with me, I take them all the same. I respect them as warriors. I will fight at my 100% the best that I can, and because I believe they're gonna do that. And my way of honoring them is respecting the fight, respecting the true warrior way. I do it because I absolutely love it. So for me, it's even more embarrassing to put it as an excuse, more like a mistake that I made. And honestly, my opponent, he was smart. He capitalized on it. Shit, he should go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully this time won't be me. Obviously, my opponent wants to tear me up, but, you know, hopefully it goes good.
So round one went to the cage.
Round one went to the cage.
I mean,
it happens.
Were you dizzy?
Oh, yeah. I was faking the whole time. No, the second that it hit, because the bar is steel.
Yeah.
No, my face didn't even move it. So the second that I went in, I could feel it. I couldn't even sustain my blood. I was going like that the whole time. But I just felt so humiliated and
it broke your nose, didn't it?
Yeah, but I went like that, put it back.
Oh,
it's already busted, so it don't matter. And
yeah.
So after a while, I just fought for as long as I could. My plan was throw a good fight as fast as possible because I couldn't even breathe. After the ref noticed it, he let me fight for a little while and then stopped it. You know, some people were mad at him, and I appreciate that. Fans showing me love, but honestly, the guy did a great job. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah. and they're trained to recognize that.
Yeah,
So
I mean, the dude, I was already super happy that he gave me a chance to fight after I did that.
yeah, I know, because I remember thinking, oh gosh, this is not good.
Well, I thought I was going to get knocked out as soon as I felt the first hit. It was like a hit on top of a hit, but no, I mean, I managed to stay in there as long as I could and gave it the best fight that I could.
Well, I'm so proud of you for sticking with it, because
Thank you.
not everybody would have. That would have been like, okay, I learned my lesson. Let me go now. Try another day.
Oh, thank you. I got to get in there and at least do my best.
I mean, literally, if you think back, a lot of people would have been like, I can't compete at this point. And you went on and you competed. Now, I don't know whether that was crazy or...
Yeah, I think when you have love for it, because I also wasn't going to lie to myself. If I felt that it was too much damage, then I would have just told the ref, hey, you know what, I'm done. But honestly, I honestly felt that I could fight for at least a full first round when that happened. And obviously, I didn't, but you do what you do. Kudos to my opponent, but later on, you never know. But definitely, I love fighting and I love all about it. Got nothing against it. Ready for another one.
Well, I tell you, your opponent coming up on Rage Night 2 is here, and you guys, and I'll probably bring you guys in at the end of this interview together after I interview William. But I mean, you guys have love and respect for one another, and that's really a lot about what MMA is about and what should be about.
No, yeah, because honestly, this isn't nothing with hate. All those people that say, oh, no, okay, I black out. If you're a real warrior, if you really do it for love, just like you see the shows and the movies, you don't. You go in there. I respect my opponent. I mean, I know he's a great fighter. I already seen him fight a couple of times. Hopefully he won't stomp on me like he did his last opponent. But I love that. That's everything of even the excitement of going in there, knowing that hey, he might win. It might not be my night, but you best believe I'm gonna throw fire in there so people can be like, wow. And if I win, awesome. But if I don't, I best believe they're gonna learn my name.
All right. Well, and I remember your name every time. I just butcher it. So I knew exactly who you were when I walked up, and I said your name. It might not have been right, but I said your name. So I was pretty proud of myself. So you've already made a name for yourself just because you've got, like I said, a personality really goes a long way. And I will tell you, even when it comes to the big promotions like UFC, places like that, this is exactly why I started Rage in the Cage, just because some fighters really struggle in front of the camera and they struggle letting their personality out. Yeah. And you're so much further ahead of that.
I don't. Honestly, the camera doesn't bother me. If the whole world was asking me for autographs, I'd love it. None of it shies away from me at all. I love everything about it. I love the competition, the battle, the training. When I'm actually fighting, I am more nervous, I believe, and I'll admit it. I'm nervous throughout the whole process of the fight. Mm-hmm. But when I'm in the ring, I don't know if this is for everybody, but when I'm in the ring, it feels like a flow. Like I just feel in sync with everything. I really don't hear the voices. It's like a movie. I only hear the voices I want to hear. I only hear the crowd when they scream my name. If someone says nothing again, I don't even no register.
I so wish I could be that way. So there's a lot of voices in this world I don't want to hear sometimes. So let me talk to you again about what made you, you've been doing martial arts your whole life?
Yes.
Okay, so walk me through that. When you started, what kind of martial arts you started with?
Well,
how you progressed?
I started since I was 6 years old, because when I was walking through my neighborhood, I've always lived, pretty ghetto. So mm-hmm. I was walking through the neighborhood. As you grow up, you always see movies about heroes, fighters, Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, God, all the legends. And so I'm like, I always wondered, as I walked by school, I saw it, and I knew it was something. I just knew that was for me. I had to. The whole dream of being a warrior was perfect for me. So I went in there. I started training since I was 6. I stayed there until I was 15. I got a second degree black belt, a gold black belt in Taekwondo. I got a diploma to be able to teach as an instructor honorably. And after that, I went to Mexico, trained Muay Thai there for a while, trained for a couple MMA gyms. Because to me, like I said, I love all of the martial arts. I really don't think there's a bad martial arts, and most people in the community are pretty cool, pretty nice.
Very true. Yeah. We are like family here. Where did you train here? Do you train somewhere locally?
Yes, I train locally. I was training with my old camp, but right now I'm not training with any camp specifically because I know my opponent. I know a lot of fighters that are really good at what they do, and a lot of them are just like here. I would go to their gym, train certain days with them, train certain days with others, but I really don't train with none specific, and I don't also mention too much names of camps of where they're from because a lot of people feel that you have to show, I guess, I don't know, your I guess, your time to be able to represent the gyms or whatever.
Right. Bruh, you have to be.
I just want to get in there and beat the hell out of somebody.
Well,
hopefully win and hopefully not get right.
I mean, that's true because you go to certain gyms and you have to be a certain belt or you have to be there so long before they'll let you get engaged, and which is usually.
And nothing against, and I got nothing against that because everyone.
That's for your protection, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but and like for example, a lot of fighters that are here on the card, they're pros that they won't need nobody tell them nothing if they go to other gyms and nothing. Obviously, it's always good, but they're already in their camps and everything, and I'm pretty sure they don't feel like, hey, I have to show. I've been showing, and no disrespect, like I said, to any camps. But I love it when they invite me to go train.
I mean, you've had years of training under your belt. I get that.
The lead. Was it the one? Was this the? I even got it wrong on the last interview. My coach got mad at me. I don't want to butcher like you say the name, but it was another version of All American Camp. I got in sync with it.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, sounds good. I'm glad you found some places, and eventually you'll find a place that fits you perfectly, and you will be able to call your forever home.
I think so.
So yeah. You get there. I'll talk to Lamont about it because Lamont's there now. He's found his home gym, I think. So we'll talk to him a little bit about that. But you'll get there someday where you're going to find somewhere where you feel like is your place. So
no, I think I will. A lot of times I believe probably the only thing that really stops me for that is, as the common folks say, I'm from the low bottom. So, sometimes we move from camp to camp, wherever it is close to work, works with my work or the time or just somewhere nearby.
So how did this fight come about between you and William? Did one of you call each other out?
Yeah, I opened my mouth and William put me in my place on the quick. I was over there like always my mouth gives me trouble. So, my goal's always been to be the greatest fighter that's ever walked this planet. May accomplish it, may not, but that's my goal. And somebody put something on the Rage on the Cage about if you're going to compete with people that were already fighters. And I was like, no, I'm down like Charlie Brown. My boy Willie was like, I ain't scared. So like, man, let's go. Good friends. And best part is I know he's a striker. He's a warrior like me, so not a boring fight. I know he's going to give a great fight, so I couldn't say no.
All right. Well, I love that. I love that about both of you. So you do not have tickets in hand yet, but you have asked for some. So I'm going to get you some tickets. So if anybody out there wants tickets, this is how these guys earn a commission off those ticket sales. And so they need your support. So
love and support.
Yes, let's do that. Now, if you can't get your hands on some tickets, of course, you can go on to stubware.com and every single fighter's name is on that drop-down menu. So if you have a particular fighter that you want to support, make sure you click it before you purchase those tickets. And do not miss Rage in the Cage 92. Right now, we have 16 MMA bouts on the card, I believe, and one Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu super fight with Stephanie Pichilingue.
Yeah.
Why am I butchering names today versus Sabrina Diarman?
Whole life.
So it's going to be a great night of fights. We will see you guys for Rage 92 Saturday, March 4th at the Oklahoma City Farmers Public Market Event Center, and we will see you there.
Come through, Raza.